Why, hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. I'm Corny Swiss, and today I'm driving around the M4A1 in a simulator battle on the White Castle thing map. And it feels nice to kind of breathe again. Last few days, I'm sure I've said it in every single video, have been stressful in terms of a schoolwork front, and which makes, finally getting through it, getting to Friday, very relieving. So, very glad to be done with most of that. And actually, on that first shot, I kind of thought that guy was dead. I'm pretty sure he's just on fire. Just took a hit from something. I think it was him. There's just 3M down here. First shot goes in, knocks him out. I'm kind of in a predicament right here, though, because I'm in a ditch, and I have to come out of the ditch to continue fighting the enemy. But I'm going to come up. Oh, get up. On fire, back it up. Damaged my transmission, it looks like, but nothing too major. Loader got wounded, though, so that's unfortunate. Me and my friendly neighborhood locust. This locust was actually really helpful. He was a very good teammate to have in this situation. So I'm backing up. The goal here is I want to back up to a point where I can come up over this hill safely. Well, safely meaning present my strongest armor and hopefully get enough over the hill to bring the gun down. Locust is basically doing exactly what I'm going to do. My tank's a little taller than his, so I'm going to angle from behind so I can just shoot over him. Nope, he decided to push it first, so I'm going to be right behind him. I'm going to take it up. There's a 3L or a J1, I believe, up over here. Oops, saw him. First shot, I believe, went short. The locust comes on up, puts a shot into him. I take a hit from the, what was it? It was a J1, but my first shot goes in and knocks him out, sets him on fire in the process. And now I know that there's some enemies over there. There's a lot of enemies in this field. And sort of the theme of this battle was, just keep moving forward. Keep trying to move forward. Checking my angle. There's all kinds of enemy tanks over there. And through the process of all this, I'm going to set that guy on fire, but then I'm going to take a hit to the gun, which is kind of unfortunate. There goes my cannon breach. Now, I can still fire, but I'd much rather repair. So I'm going to run over to the wreck of the J1 we just killed and attempt to drop into this sort of low ground here to repair. The nice thing about the M4A1 is that the machine gun is sitting on top. So even if the enemy can't shoot my turret, I can a lot of times still fire the machine gun at them. And take a step away from the gameplay while I'm repairing. Something I'm sure I've apologized 1,000 times for, but something I haven't been doing and I really need to do is reply back to comments. It's something I enjoy doing, so hopefully today and tomorrow I'll be able to go back through. I won't reply to every comment that's been over the last week, because it's just a lot. I mean, there's a lot of comments, which is nice. It's fun. It's great. I love reading them, but there's a lot of them. So I'll probably respond to sort of a highlight reel, but then with this video on, hopefully I can respond to every comment and engage with you guys in the comment section, which is just fun. Now what's happening in the battle is we're, as a team, pushing forward. The locust has gone crazy and pushed all the way up to the enemy, which is fine. It makes my life easier. They're going to be shooting him and not me. But I kind of wish he would have waited for me. And then there's a guy down there in H3, which means I need to keep moving. I don't want to turn around and deal with him. It's at long range. It's unlikely. He'll probably take 2 or 3 shots at least. So I want to keep moving forward and keep pressing the issue, get up on these guys, and hopefully put some hills in between me and the enemy tank. But there's all kinds of concealment here, all kinds of footage. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, he got knocked out right before I fired, which, unfortunate, but, he's dead, and I'm not, and my teammate who shot him isn't, so that's good. Just keep moving forward. This is the part of the game where the Sherman, I think, really does well. Especially the M4 and the M4A1. It's when you've sort of broken the enemy's initial push, and now it's just swarm. Keeping 75mm guns firing, and generally just pushing forward, because the Sherman has, you know, decent, pretty good armor, very powerful gun, and this machine gun on the M4A1 can be really useful for harassing and potentially killing tanks if you get the side of them. The enemy have snuck their way all the way to our base, though, and are actually attempting to cap B, but we have tanks who are going to go back and deal with that. So, and honestly, I'm much too far away to really affect the outcome of that. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward and kill as many of their tanks as possible. And I'm going around the side of this hill here, trying to find these enemy tanks. 3L just got knocked out back there, and oh, here's another one. First shell goes in, and I believe got his gunner. I'm just lighting him up with machine gun. Second shell's gonna go in and knock the tank out, which is nice. There's another tank spotted off to our right, so I'm scanning the horizon looking for him to see if I can't see him initially. Kind of just fired a shell to send one in his direction. The rate of fire on this tank is so good that it's very conceivable to just, well, it's very doable just to fire sort of randomly, honestly. And every time I look down at the turret, I'm kind of amazed at sort of the graphical quality of, for example, the machine gun. There's a lot of details there that are really cool, which kind of, it's actually this game that made me kind of realize that, you know, I still play World of Tanks every once in a while. I don't play it as often as maybe I did maybe a year or so ago, where that was like that was the game I played. And since I've kind of moved more towards War Thunder, and now for tanks I almost play War Thunder exclusively, and then for planes as well, because I don't want to play World of Warplanes. I find it's just the dynamic for War Thunder is just so much different. And you know, and I don't think I've ever said it, but if I have, then I'm probably just repeating myself. I don't think the comparison to War Thunder and World of Tanks is valid. They're similar. They're games that sort of sit in a similar genre, in the sense that they're, you know, they have tank simulator elements. World of Tanks just is an arcade tank game, and War Thunder is more of falls more into the, it's not a pure simulation, but it's more in that vein than World of Tanks is. And they're just very different games going for very different things. It actually weirds me out when I play World of Tanks. I'm so used to taking a hit and immediately dying that I avoid hits at all costs, and then when I finally shoot someone, I'm like, why aren't they dead? You know, where's the giant explosion? Why aren't they dead? Oh, they have a health bar, which is fine. And, you know, to each their own, and I think World of Tanks is a good game, War Thunder is a good game. I'm very excited for World of Warships. I'm sure I'm like the rest of you when I saw the Jingles video on it, and was very excited. But we'll see. And then Armored Warfare, as soon as I get my hands on it, or as soon as I can play it, I'll certainly play it, and I'll certainly bring content to the channel. And I'm figuring that the Armored Warfare sort of player base is going to be very similar to the World of Tanks player base, and by extension War Thunder player base, but I feel like more people are going to be drawn from World of Tanks initially than from War Thunder. However, I expect there to be a strong following from both games. And then at that point I think we'll have sort of a vetting of people who maybe prefer the sort of the aspect of that what Obsidian Entertainment does with the whole commander system, and how your commanders sort of gain attributes and things like that. Then I think that's a really cool idea. I actually really like that, and I'll certainly be having a lot of fun with it when it first comes out. And hopefully that's not too far away. But this battle, you know, we've won. We've killed all the enemy tanks. And just as because I was feeling good after this game. Whenever the game ends, you should always shoot a teammate. I missed the epic ammo rack explosion, but yeah. So, whew, it's nice to breathe again. Now that I don't have 6 billion things to do. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to thank you guys for your continual and amazing support for this channel. It's been really, really, really nice to see all these comments and stuff, even though I haven't been replying back and haven't been the best. I've just been kind of getting the video out, you know, not you know, making a video that I like and then putting it out there, but kind of not being as present as I want to be, just because of how much stuff I had to do. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. I've been Corny Swiss, and I'll see you next time.